This really acted as a pretty traditional home, even though it is not a traditional home for me and my brother, especially when our parents were together. When my mom and dad separated and my dad bought the mansion next door, he broke down the wall and my brother and I went back and forth between both properties. My parents kept us sheltered from adulthood like any other parent does. We were kept away from the parties while we were growing up when we were younger. You know, we weren't participating when we were 12 years old at the midsummer's party at the mansion. Like any other 13, 14, 15-year-old, if you're upstairs and your parents are having a Christmas party, you're gonna sneak downstairs and, you know, try and figure out what's going on and why you're not invited to the party. Yeah, I had some of those nights, you know, with my friends, and I'm not gonna talk about them though, because I'll probably get in trouble from my parents. I'm Cooper Hefner, and I'm going to take you on a tour of the Playboy Mansion. So, should we go to the pool now, or? Yeah. So we are standing outside of the Grotto, which from the outside looks like a large rock island structure, but from the inside looks like a cave. It's funny because it's such an iconic place, and obviously the whole world probably sees it as one thing, which is this mecca for orgies. But the reality is for me, it has always represented this sort of Indiana Jones adventure, because when I was a kid, there was none of that going on, and I was swimming around here, and that's what it was to me. We are heading to the game house, which is my favorite place on the property. This is just sort of the ultimate hangout for when I have friends over. This is the best place to host people.
What kind of music do you keep in there?
Oh, you know, all the classic hits. Miley Cyrus, Ariana Grande. No. Wow. Really, the real classic hits. Frank Sinatra, Paul Whiteman, I don't even know who that is. Glenn Miller, don't know who that is. No, we have an iPod dock, thankfully. So it's a little bit for my dad and then a little bit for me. I'm the iPod functioning guy. My dad still actually really loves this music, so.
What is that room back there?
That's the van room.
I'm sorry?
The van room.
Van room.
Yeah, so the room was designed to actually look like the back of a 1970s van. There's a mattress underneath the floor, so it feels as though you are literally walking on a mattress. It's one of my favorite rooms. It's a nice place to come and spend some time with your friends. You could imagine this was the greatest place to play hide and seek in the entire world when you're younger. We also have a private zoo permit, so we have everything from African cranes to flamingos to peacocks. These are squirrel monkeys, and I'm warning you now that they get very feisty when you start feeding them. Many of these animals are actually rescues. We get phone calls from people all the time who have purchased exotic animals and who don't know how to take care of them, so we take them. Cockatoo? In elementary school, we used to actually have field trips up to my house. I did not realize that that was bizarre, but we would have field trips up here, and our animal department at the time would take all the kids in my class around. There would be about 30. Of course, their parents joined them because they wanted to be here as well. That was one of those things that you don't realize is really weird until you get older, and then you go, wait, everyone's not going to everyone else's house for a field trip.